here, folks. My name's Patrick. I'm probably a storm chaser. I've been told that about me. I might be a storm chaser. We're just coming into Oklahoma right now. Hey, Justin. I finally, after about a year of this stupid thing being down, I finally got the femtocell back on top of the car, so the cell signal's doing a little bit better than it usually does in this part of the country. Finally got that thing back up on top of the car. It's probably going to be a short stream because I don't usually get great cell service out here in the boondocks. But we're just coming into Oklahoma right now. We're going to be staying in Amarillo tonight. And I think, honestly, Amarillo is where our tornado threat's going to be tomorrow, based on the latest models from what I was seeing. So, we might actually be a little bit premature. So I might not even need to go as far tonight. I might end up just camping somewhere between here and Amarillo. Not really in that much of a rush to get down there. I have a feeling that the tornado threat might move a little bit further south, closer to Lubbock or Odessa. It's kind of my gut instinct on this because of that moisture return. But yeah, this is just kind of a drive-in vibe stream. I'll keep it going as long as I have cellular service, which is running great right now because once again I got the femtocell back up on top of the car. So I'm not even using the bonded network connection right now, just running this off the Verizon, which seems to be doing great. No worries, always good to see you, Justin. I wasn't watching any other Storm Chaser streams today. Did anything end up going severe or going tornado warned today? Well, if you're in chat, you guys will have to let me know. I didn't see anything go tornado warned today. You guys probably don't know this. Yeah, no tornadoes as of yet. I kind of figured that was going to be the case. Honestly, I kind of had a feeling that today was not going to be active tornado-wise. I think I might have seen a little bit more action out here today. I saw a really cool dust devil earlier. Although by the time I pulled over and I got the camera out, it was long gone. So did not get out there in time fast enough to see the cool dust devil. Tomorrow's setup is going to be pretty conditional. So I did take a little bit of a gamble going out on this one. Like I said, it's not in a huge rush tomorrow. Like I have a feeling that tomorrow's tornado risk is probably going to end up shifting south. Shifting farther south towards Lubbock or Odessa. So we will see. There's a little ghost town out there I might actually end up hitting. I got some new commands installed and running on the app. You can type !where into the chat to find out where I am right now. If you guys want to know that information. It's not running at the moment because I don't have my beacon turned on, but when I do have my active storm spotter dot turned on, you guys will be able to type where in the chat to find out where I am. I also have a couple other nifty little commands you guys can type in the chat and get information on me. Sounds like today ended up being kind of more of an Arkansas day than anything else. From all the severe profiles I was looking at, no tornado reports as of yet, from what I can tell. Yesterday they got a tornado report out in Sterling, Colorado. I saw the photos of it. not a tornado. It was a cold air funnel cloud, but it was actually pretty well defined and a persistent one too at that. That thing was down for about 5 minutes, which is kind of unusual. Persisted for an unusually long amount of time for a cold air funnel. It didn't make any ground contact though, which did not make it a proper tornado. But we're starting to see some convective weather up here in the high plains. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing still kind of on the fence what my play is going to be. If I'm going to play the worm sector out near Oklahoma border, or if I'm going to play the high plains up near New Mexico. We'll find out in the morning. Like I said, I'm not in any particular rush to get down to Amarillo, so I might camp out here tonight in the desert. Speaking of which, I fully converted my vehicle for camping, so I can kind of live out of the car a little bit, not have to spend as much money on motels. I ended up spending a lot of money last year on motels, and I think I can cut down those costs pretty significantly by just camping out of the vehicle. The key here is just going to be finding places that allow overnight parking. But I feel like I see a lot of truck stops on the side of the road that are good for that. But don't be shy, y'all. Where's everybody watching from? How's everybody doing tonight? Shockingly good signal right now. We're out here. We're going to be coming to Boise City here pretty soon. Boise City, Oklahoma. I was hoping I'd make it down there before dark. I don't think that's going to be a reality, though. Yeah, that signal booster is doing some wonders right now. I never get a good signal down here. Finally got that thing fixed up and mounted up on top of the car. I even got that 18-inch mast extension on it too, so this thing's sticking up like a good 4 feet off the top, 5 feet off the top of my car. It's ridiculous. It's like driving around with a full cell tower above my car right now. Well, at present we are going to be coming into Boise City here soon enough. Get down to Amarillo. Going through a town called Cactus. I'm taking 287 into Texas right now. Like I said, I'm not in any particular rush to get into Texas at the moment. As you can see, we got nothing but clear skies at present. Probably do a check-in on the weather models to see if there's been any update. Like I said, I've slowly been watching tomorrow's tornado threat kind of drift to the south and to the east a little bit. My thinking is tomorrow night, this will probably be, I wouldn't be surprised if this drifts as far east as, just based on the trend, drift as far east as Wichita Falls. That's Oklahoma. time no see. It's been a minute. Forgive my camera, it doesn't seem to want to focus right now. Not that it matters, I'm not really showing anything. This is mostly just another one of my drive and vibe streams. Right now we are headed towards Boise City, Oklahoma, where I don't know if I'm going to stay there for the night or Amarillo, wherever I feel like getting off to. Just driving and yapping. It's a yap stream tonight. Just talking about tomorrow's weather setup. Since it's mostly just going to be mostly just trying to talk about anticipating what's happening tomorrow. I'm going to be chasing out near Amarillo. That conditional setup tomorrow. You know, actually, we can have some fun right now. Actually, I'm gonna try to cook dinner. I got the car all set up for car camping, and one of the new things I got was this fancy gizmo from Japan. Now, one of the things that I really love is I was a big fan of. I love the electric kettle. It's like my favorite thing. I found one that works in a vehicle. So we're gonna see if this vehicle electric kettle actually works, or if the whole thing is just cooked. See what I did there? So anyways, I can try to make some soup. Actually, I'm probably gonna get gas here pretty soon. How's everybody doing tonight? Where's everybody joining me from? If you're just joining me now, my name's Patrick. I'm a storm chaser. We're headed down to Boise City, Oklahoma for tomorrow's conditional tornado threat in the Texas Panhandle. That'll be part of our route headed out to most likely Missouri or possibly even Nebraska on Friday. The tornado threat on Friday does seem to have downtrended a little bit, so tomorrow may be the more productive tornado day. I know a lot of storm chasers ended up tracking pretty far east today to try to catch that 5% tornado risk. They looked like it ended up not being nearly as severe of a risk as I think everyone was. Some of Boise City. Probably going to be getting off to get gas here pretty soon. Gotta feed the beast. We're currently cooking soup in the car, which is a whole new thing that I've never done before. It's a new experience for me, is car cooking. That's a first for me. We're going to be doing some car camping tonight as well. Like I said, we are doing that this year to save costs on motels. I have outfitted the vehicle for car camping. Whole vehicle all set up for it now. Some of y'all may know, most of my viewing audience is in China, so probably me trying to do a live stream for my Chinese audience later tonight. Oh, that's right, there's that little airport down here. I forgot about that. I wonder how many flights land here. I feel like I never see any planes at this airport. There's somebody over there though. There's a car over there at that airfield, so I wonder if this airport ever gets used for anything. I bet some of you aviation nerds probably know the answer to that one. There's probably some way to check on that, look that up. If you're just joining me now, I am Patrick, a storm chaser based out of Aurora, Colorado. We are currently coming into Oklahoma here, headed towards Boise City. We're headed out for the conditional tornado threat in the Texas Panhandle tomorrow. We'll do an update on that here in a little bit. This is just kind of a yap stream, so if you guys got anything you want to chat about in the chat, I'm happy to talk about it. Currently cooking soup in the car. Again, totally new thing. Never cooked soup before in the vehicle. Out there, so a whole lot of nothing today. Alright, what do we think gas is going to cost here? You know, gas is almost always a lot cheaper down in Texas and Oklahoma, it's my experience. Last place I saw back up in Colorado, gas was $2.70. Put your bets on Kalshi now. How much do you think gas is going to be? Don't do that. You can look that up very easily. So I'm probably stand to clean my windshield too. I don't know what would be getting my windshield all dirty this time of year. It's not like there's any bugs out. It's still the middle of winter. Focus, please. Well, we tried. Anyways, you're just joining me now. This is a gambling stream now. Gambling on gas prices. But for real, my name's Patrick, the Storm Chaser. We're here in, coming into Oklahoma. We're going to be in Boise City, like in an hour. for getting out ahead of tomorrow's severe threat in the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles. This is just a yap stream. I'm just talking to myself. If you guys have anything you want to talk about in the chat, go ahead and bring it up. I need to get gas somewhere here in town. Gas station's not open. I also apparently need to clean the lens on this camera. Good grief. All these little towns here on 287 are kind of like this. Half these storefronts are empty. Oh, there we go. There's a Lowe's. Oh, gas is more expensive here, actually. Didn't see that one coming. I feel like gas is always cheaper down here in. Is that another storm chaser? That's got another storm chaser. Oops. Alright, buckle up, folks. Alright, sit down. We're getting gas. Soup is not cooked yet. Alright, hang on, folks. Clean up. Also take this opportunity to clean the lens off. That's better. Is that any clearer? Can you guys actually see anything? Hey, look at that. Cool. It's actually kind of cold outside right now. Alright, we're getting gas. We'll be right back, folks. On the other side of the car. I knew that. I know how my car works. Alright. For real this time. Let's get out of here, folks. Let's get out of here. Key to traveling long distances quickly is to make as few stops as possible. And you do have to make stops to keep those stops short. It means not spending a long time lingering at gas stations. Yapping. Alright. Gas was $2.99. Okay, so I have to restart my soup. Right. As mentioned previously, we are cooking soup in the car. Okay, so I was able to fix the camera and get the lens cleaned, but as you can see, now that the lens is clean, it is now free to focus on all the spots and speckles on the windshield. There shouldn't be a problem tomorrow because I'm using a different camera software tomorrow to stream, so I would not worry about it. Yeah. Let's see if I can get it to focus on something else maybe by tilting it a little bit. There we go. A little bit of motion, it can usually pick it up. How's everyone doing tonight? How are we feeling about things? One of the things about running a weather channel is it's like a news adjacent channel, right? It's news adjacent. Or it's considered a type of journalism. It's kind of hard to talk about these things without talking about current events. I know there's definitely a specific current event I want to talk about, but I'm not really certain the right way to talk about it. I think the other thing about that too is that knowing my channel demographics, knowing the people who watch my channel tend to skew on average. The average age of the person who watches my channel is 55. So I don't think there's anything I can say to my channel that probably doesn't already feel about it the way that I do. The people I'd want to reach with that message are going to be people that are younger than me. Because we've all done this before. Kind of hope that maybe people wouldn't make the same mistakes. But I feel like, the people that are watching this channel, that are in that age bracket, that 55 to 65 age group that watches my channel, they did that before me. They did that before, 35. So their generation did the same thing too. So maybe this is just a normal thing for every generation to have a random conflict on the other side of the world they didn't ask for. Maybe this is just what life is. Anyways, it's just me speculating wildly. Soup temperature is currently 68 degrees Celsius. This thing claims to be able to get up to 100 degrees. Oh, actually, no, I don't want this to 100. It's a perfect soup temperature. It's supposed to be able to get to 80, so I actually don't need it to get all the way to 100. We'll stop for soup when it gets to 80. warm right now, actually. Quite warm. Rambling at the road as I drive. Like I said, no weather to see on this stream tonight. Just talking about the world right now. Talking about things coming up ahead. I remember when I was 13 years old. I was watching the TV show Survivor. I used to be a big fan. I still am a big fan of that show. That show's awesome. When it was interrupted by an ABC News special report on the ground from Baghdad, when they deployed, was it 2003, 2004? It was a long time ago. When they invaded Iraq, and you know, it was a lot of ABC reporters kind of in all these palatial areas of Iraq as U.S. missile strikes started kind of raining down. ABC News and all these other news agencies had kind of arrangements at the time to kind of be in particular locations where they could observe the war as it started. I was too young. Well, I don't know. I was 13 years old. I was old enough to understand, kind of what was going on. I think the way that the world has shifted since then these days, we get most of this information. Nobody's really watching television anymore, right? Nobody's sitting there looking at 24-hour news, right? Most people get their information sources from live streams like these, or watching stuff on YouTube or TikTok. They're getting their stuff from the FYP these days. So I imagine the way that probably most people probably found out about it was from streamers like me, or they saw it on their YouTube feed and they logged into YouTube, or they saw it on Facebook or something. Does anybody still use Facebook? I don't even know. I pretty much use it to post pictures of my dog and tornadoes. So I try to imagine what it would be like, to be like a 13-year-old these days and like find out that we have gone to war again. So I found out because I got my reality TV show disrupted. But it ended up impacting me, just 5 years later. I didn't get, I didn't enlist, but I remember there was a lot of recruitment in my high school and stuff. We had Army recruiters coming in there, sitting us, talking to us. I had some friends who went military, went going to Iraq and Afghanistan. But even they got shot. A lot of people went overseas. A lot of people went military. And a lot of the people I know going military went because, it was just they were poor. They I was in college, I had to do like my degree is in film and animation. So I studied. I did a bunch of awards on like Iranian films, Iranian animation. And it's kind of it's a complex country like any other place in the world. It's not a monoculture out there, obviously. Very, very diverse country with a lot of diverse people, a lot of diverse beliefs and backgrounds. And it's obviously it's a modern industrial nation. One of the things that I found fascinating is that a lot of people who kind of like live there, or you know, kind of have this attitude about people who like leave and they kind of like badmouth it, or like make films or books about their experience there. They kind of have this attitude that, you know, they don't like people who leave and then talk badly about their country because they kind of have this idea that if you leave and you speak poorly of the country, you feel like you should be staying and doing something to help. You know, it's a very difficult situation to talk about, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and talk on the morality of all of it. I remember very clearly, though, as a child, we were told that Operation Iraqi Freedom was it's only going to be a couple months. It's going to be over quickly. I just wonder who's buying it when they say it'll be different this time. I mean, I hope they're right. I hope they're right. I hope they're right. Anyways, if you're just joining me now, my name's Patrick. I'm a storm chaser. Right now I'm just kind of rambling at the camera as I drive. Cooking soup in the car, and the soup is actually almost done cooking. This whole time I've been talking, I've had my kettle going. I can cook a hot dog in my glove box, and I think that's pretty cool. All the stupid inventions you can buy on Temu. This is the one, baby. They also cook coffee in here and stuff too, which is pretty neat. Let me know in the chat what you think. Your favorite instant coffee brand is. Does anybody actually drink instant coffee? Definitely takes longer to boil than would if you were cooking on a stovetop. pressure seal lid too, which like makes me a little bit worried about it. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how cooking soup in the car turns out. I hope it turns out great. I think we're there. Are we there? Fun fact, I've never driven through this stretch of the country during the day. I've never driven through here at night. I have no idea what's actually out here. I've only ever seen them come through here at night. So like, I have no idea what Oklahoma looks like. Oklahoma could be, it could be pretty out here for all I know. Tell me what you think Oklahoma looks like in the comments. I'm not even convinced Oklahoma's real. I've never seen Oklahoma. Like, there could be an Oklahoma out there. Surprisingly good cell service, too. It's only because I'm on 287. It's like one of the most driven highways. It's like one of the most important like trucking highways in the country. Goods and services travel along this highway. Hey, Green Gang, nice to see ya. I'm just talking at the camera. I'm just yapping right now. I'm also cooking soup too. Got my car all kitted out for camping. I spent way too much money on motels last year, so I spent a bunch of time this winter making the Subaru capable of car camping. Well, I've been watching those storms out there all day. Yeah, I'm going to be coming out to Missouri, I think, on Friday, so I'll be out that way. I'm going to be chasing the Oklahoma-Texas Panhandle tomorrow, and then I'll probably be in Missouri on Friday. Possibly Saturday, we'll see. I actually had a job interview this morning for a job out in Missouri, so it seems like a good fit for me. I hope they hire me. I can't share too many details, but it would be working on video games again, which would be neat. I wouldn't mind working on video games again. I haven't really been working on, I released my video game got a full release back in September. I haven't I know I've got another game in production, but I haven't put in a whole lot of work on it recently because like I said, I've lost my job back in December. The company I worked for shut down, so I've been having to kind of reprioritize finding full-time work again. I would kind of like to go full-time storm chasing. So I ended up registering with Severe Studios, so I can be on the My Radar app. But I had some trouble with them, so I kind of didn't end up working out. So, well, I don't know. Well, I might not end up being on the My Radar app for the next couple days, which is unfortunate. But whatever. I'll end up being on them for the next severe outbreak, which will hopefully be next week. So I'll probably be chasing full time this weekend, next week, to say the very least. So I might not be on the My Radar app for the next 2 days, but I should be on My Radar next week, which will be nice. So I should get a little bit more exposure that way. Should be on more storms, and I'll be on more platforms. I'm hoping I can get a Radar Omega sponsorship. That would be very nice. Be very cool if I could do that. I don't know who I gotta talk to get in with those guys. I've been on Max Velocity before. I know, what's his name? Reached out to me before. A guy that I really like. What's his name? That guy that's on Max Velocity. Severe Studios will hopefully also mean that I can get featured on more channels like Ryan Hall, places like that as well. It just gives me more media access, basically, or media coverage, basically. South, the warmer and toastier it gets. The temperature's actually only gone up. Yeah, I actually was looking at that. It actually kind of looks like things have been downtrending on Friday. Friday may not actually see any weather, surprisingly enough. There's some capping in place. Some temperature anomalies that might be, 'cause, 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 ' adversely affecting, making it hard for storms to form. I would think of it as kind of like a missed high five. The conditions are not converging in the right places. The instability and the shear and the moisture are not quite lining up right. Now that may have changed. I haven't actually taken a look at the latest models yet, which actually I'm going to do right now. Yeah, it looks like we do have a 0Z model run out, so I can actually check that. As I suspected, tomorrow's tornado threat did move south, actually. Moved south of Amarillo. So maybe it is actually prudent for me to get to Amarillo tonight. Actually moved pretty far south of Amarillo. Not unexpected. Still alive or not. I might end up wrapping up here pretty soon because I'm starting to lose signal. I'm kind of getting out into the Badlands out here. Patrick. Just got a bit of an update on our weather models. It looks like Friday is going to be kind of interesting, honestly. Friday is going to be a party, turns out. Maybe more biased towards like Iowa, perhaps. I may end up driving a little bit further east than I anticipated. I was expecting that to be more of an Oklahoma day, but more and more it seems like it's going to be more of a Midwest day. So it seems like I'm going to have a lot of driving ahead of me tomorrow. Oh, this is the guy. Okay, cool. Oh, neat. It's like a little... It's just like a little rest stop, huh? That'll work. I guess. Huh? Let's get you on. Sweet. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap the stream here, guys, because this is just kind of vibe and drive. You guys know what the plan is. Tomorrow, we have another stream plan. It's gonna be our big weather stream, so make sure to tune in for that. That'll redirect you after this one. So everybody, thanks for tuning in and just listening to me ramble tonight. Tomorrow is our big weather stream, so big day tomorrow. I'm gonna eat some dinner and call it a night. So guys, thanks for tuning in.